Some of the tunes you're seeing in this intro are good, but are actually terrible for solo play. Can you identify which ones they are? Some players can easily solo to floor 20 plus, while others struggle to get past floor 5. It all comes down to tune selection and strategy. So in this video, I'm going to show you the meta tunes that the best solo players use, break down the pros and cons of each one, and then take you through some live gameplay where I'll show you the strategies that got me to the highest floors. Sometimes you get in a public lobby run just to play. You're on a machine and you see this. I didn't move it first because I'm like, seriously Roger? I know you're not griefing me for real. You're just scared, but it's your 5th time doing this and we're on floor 3. I'm trying to get Cosmo Mastery and I see Goob again doing what he's done the whole run. And I'm like, should I just join another run? And then I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'll just do a solo run. Here are my tips for choosing a tune that's best for a solo run. First, pick a tune with 3-star movement speed or higher. Also, let them have 3-star extraction speed or higher. If you can, avoid a main, as you only start with 2 hearts. And then, try to play with a tune if you can that has an active ability. Here we have what I call the early tunes, because all 3 of these are very easy to get very early on in Dandy's world. Brightney costs 1250 Ichor, and as far as early tunes, she's the fastest at doing machines with her 4-star extraction speed. Another awesome thing about her is she can see twisteds in a blackout due to her ability, and look at the TV, it shines so bright. You may be wondering, why is he just standing there? I'm waiting for my cooldown at a safe place where I can run to my left or to my right. I use my ability and I just don't start running out. I'm careful to see where everyone's going. I'm checking my corners, I'm being careful, I'm watching Boxton, and then I do my machines. The only negative with Brightney is her stealth. Look how far Toodles was from me and she saw me quickly. Yes, I was in the open, but with a higher stealth, that will happen less often. Looey doesn't seem special with just a little nicer skill check, but his passive ability is amazing. With each hit he takes, he gets a 20% boost to his walk and run speed, meaning at 1 heart, he's crazy fast. So look at the speeds here and multipliers at 3 hearts, then at 2 hearts, and then again at 1 heart. At 2 hearts, he can outwalk and run tunes like Goob, Blot, Flutter, and Yatta. At 1 heart, he is faster than Pebbles and Bassie. You see here I'm getting chased and I had no speed trinkets on. I get hit, I get smaller, and now I can outwalk him. And look, I'm not even sprinting. Now Yatta is faster, still no trinkets on, and I can't really outwalk her at 2 hearts. So I get a hit. Now look, I'm outwalking her with ease. And again, this is without speed trinkets. So if you equip Paintbow on Looey, you'll be fine to get away from anybody in a solo run. The last great early solo tune is Teagan. She only costs 1250 Ichor, and she's great due to her 4-star stamina if you're someone that tends to run a lot. If you get hit, you can heal yourself with 75 tapes. So make sure you pick up those junk candies because those count as tapes too. These are the tunes that have active abilities, and each floor, the first time you use it, you get an extra 5 Ichor, so that comes in handy on a long solo run. Flyte was an Easter event tune. What makes him great is having both 4-star movement and extraction speed. If you saw my top 5 trinket video, you know I love magnifying glass, but Flyte only has 2-star skill check, so make sure you're comfortable hitting that golden region. Flyte has an amazing ability because in a bad situation, he can give himself a speed boost to get away. Rudie was a Christmas event tune with all 3-star stats. He has 2 great benefits as he shines bright in a blackout and can use his dash to get away, and it has a really great cooldown. One of my favorites is Gigi. As long as you have an open slot in your inventory, you can use her ability every 80 seconds and get a random item from any tier. Her downside is having only 100 stamina, but if you can manage it, you can get some great items like even band-aids and medkits. These late Toons are good for solos. They're the only Toons that have 5-star extraction speed in the game, besides V, and she's one of the mains. I won't speak much on Glisten, although he's great. I prefer him on a team or duo because he can't teleport when he's alone. And I prefer Yatta because she is faster with her movement speed, and each time she does a machine or gets hit on accident, she drops candy, so that can be amazing. This extraction candy is supposed to last 5 seconds, but nope, not for me. Mine is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and thanks to Coco's trinket, it makes it last an extra 4 seconds, so that could be amazing on Yatta. Here I get a purple jawbreaker, and you might not believe the time I get this machine done. This trinket boosts every candy, including jawbreakers, chocolates, even speed and stamina candy, so it can be a great trinket to pair with Yatta. I normally use pink bow on Yatta, and you can see although I can't outwalk these twisteds, I can definitely get away. You might want to try speedy shoes. That's not what I do. You get less of a run boost, but it does give you a walk boost, so you could try that as well. The last category is the mains. I tend to not use them on solo runs usually, since they only start with 2 hearts, but both of them have some benefits. Bobette can be great because she has 200 stamina, but I'm not a big fan of her 2-star extraction speed. Now you could sacrifice a speed trinket and do magnifying glass with participation award. This makes her much better at machines, but it definitely shrinks her skill check window. Speaking of stamina, I made it low on purpose here to show you Bobette's ability can be useful in a bad situation. But whatever you do, don't do this. This is just a waste. Why not just hide? And this can always happen, so be wise. V is the best main to use in a solo. I know her speed is awful, but if you play smart, you can advance to some very high floors. You'll see gameplay soon, but it was filmed before V's update. This clip shows her update as she sees the 2 closest machines. And watch how these change as I move around the floor. So this can be a really helpful thing on solo runs. And now the star of the show, V's solo run, and this is again before V's update. Now what I'm doing is called priming the front machine. To prime means to get the front machine filled to the very top, but you don't finish it. You come back to it last and pop it once all the other machines are finished. This is a great strategy when you have no distractor or on a solo run. This way you don't have to run from far away to get into the elevator. As we all know, they get much faster once the elevator door opens. I promise I won't show you every machine, but I definitely want to slow down in the beginning to show you my strategies. One thing I always do is make sure I can see at least one direction very clearly. So notice right here, I get detected, which means they came from this side, and look, there he was. So some machines are in bad spots and you can't really turn your camera great. So just find the way that you can see at least one way clearly. Well, one thing I never do is have 3 heals. As you see here, I do have 3 and 1 on the floor, but I tend to only have 1, maybe 2, but I just didn't get hit yet. Now, front machine, I pop it, I get in, and I'm safe, just like that. One of my strategies is don't rush out the elevator. There's been so many times the door opens and there's a twisted standing right there. So find a safe spot, maybe grab a capsule, see who's there. Now on this floor, I'll show you only the last machine, but be careful. I noticed Looey here kind of hovering, and look, twisteds aren't very smart. So watch this. I don't sprint because look, he turns around. So I'm very careful, and I have low stealth, so I don't come up close to him. I let him pass, I pop it, and then again, I'm in safely once again. Now notice here, my ability, I save it for the end. I see Shrimpo and Yatta going that way, but I don't sprint. Why? They turn around a lot. It happens here, so I speed up, and I'm detected twice, so I sprint because I see Yatta is right behind me. So I'm doing great. Then I realize, oh, I meant to get hit. Oh man, I can't buy. Yes, Dandy is here, but hey, don't panic. Now, one thing I want to show you is what I call redirecting the Twisteds. I see scraps coming, I get to a safe point, I peek out, and this makes her turn back around. This works 9 out of 10 times. Also, use your surroundings to hide. Don't panic. Just move slowly, creep around, check your corners, and look, I'm safe. Just don't panic. If I'm on a solo dandy run, what I do is get 2 machines filled to the top that are close together, and I go pop pop, because now dandy goes in that spot. I can go somewhere else across the board. I pop the prime machine and I'm in safely. Now I'm doing great. I have 3 heals and still have 2 heart cards, so I'm feeling great. Now always count your Twisteds. I see 3 and I'm like, wait, there should be 4. Yep, there's Roger. So always know who's here and be careful grabbing capsules. Now look at my stealth here. I have 2 stealth, so I'm staying far away from Tisha and making sure I'm not spotted. Also, as they go to the front, you go to the back. There's a machine in the back sometimes band-aids. Look again, I'm not panicking. I'm using my objects to kind of hide and just be careful, not too fast. And look, I'm safe. I go to the front, pop the prime machine, and again, I'm in safe. Since V's map is kind of new, I wanted to show you this AFK spot. This could be great on high floors when you need to get a quick break. Also, again, check the fake broken elevator. There's always machines back there, so don't forget about those. I'll be honest, I haven't gotten either card yet, so this was a hard choice. But I picked Tech Savvy, I don't know. Now I get Glisten. Now on this board especially, it's so huge of a map. Make sure you keep an eye on Glisten, so I find him as soon as I can. If you can, do a machine near him, if there is one. If not, just get busy. When I'm done, I always use my ability when Glisten's here. You have to make sure you keep an eye on him, especially on big maps like this. So never lose sight of him. Now also, again, he's by a machine, so I'm like, great. Do the machine, let's get busy. I call this the lesser of 2 evils. Get hit by Tisha or Astro. I chose Tisha. Sometimes you have to do that. That's why you have band-aids and heals. Now notice here, I forget about Glisten. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was hungry. And I'm like, oh my god, please let me hurry and get there. So I kind of sprint. I think I'm good on my stamina, but I gotta find this dude now, because if not, it's over for me, I think. If he does get loose, that happens sometimes, just find safe spots and be careful. I pop the machine and I'm in again safely. So now I'm feeling really good. But then I see this. And I'm like, yeah, time to panic. Like, what's worse, the Twisteds, the blackout, or just this tiny map? I don't want Gigi to take my meds. I don't want V to slow me down. I don't want Fast Shelly to chase me. And here I am, looking out and oh my goodness. But I'm good. I'm like, you know what? I can do this. I've done it before. It's better on Looey with that speed, but here I go. I see Shelly. I'm like, okay, oh my goodness. So I get to a room. I'm on him. Oh my goodness, I forgot about Glisten. I panicked, and I don't do that normally. And now I'm like, you know what? Jumper cable? Yes, let me just go ahead and use that. Get this machine done and go find Glisten as soon as possible. I see V, so I'm trying to be careful and not creep out too far. But I think I peeked too far, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just get out of here. And there goes Sprout. There goes Gray Shelly, and yeah. But hey, you know what? I feel good because no Roger and Goob leading Twisteds to me. I did a run by myself, and I'm okay with that. If this video really helped you, please comment below. I read all the comments and I try my best to respond to them. And watch this video above in the cards because it will be really helpful for you as well.